Like, comment, share.
Hey everyone, it's Alex at Squiller's Delight, and today I'm going to be doing a smoked chuck roast that we can pull and make into sandwiches. Flip you around here. So what we've got here is a chuck roast that I rubbed up earlier today. A bunch of different seasonings. We're also going to do, open it up so you can see the chuck roast in there. It's been sitting there all day. I've also got a couple of these Johnsonville Andouille sausages that I'm going to smoke because these are very popular in the house. And what we're going to do with that roast here is we're going to put them into, smoke them, and we're going to put them into a couple of these pans over here. And then we're going to add some beef broth. It's about a 5-pound roast that I got from Fairway. So we'll do that, and we'll get you to see how we're smoking this stuff. I'm making this video on my new phone because I'm just trying to test out the phone and see how it works. So more to come. I've got the charcoal started. Let me show you that real quick with my camera here. It's my neighbor's dog. She's a drama queen. I've got the charcoal started over here. Okay, so I've got my charcoal over there ready to go. This is a night cook. It's later in the day. I've been hanging with the wife a good portion of the day today, and yeah, so I've got using our regular using our regular charcoal that we use, which is the Jealous Devil oversized briquettes. I'm gonna stick that in that small charcoal chimney into there. You really can't see that. And then after that, that will start the process up of the smoker. I've been trying to run this smoker, my LoneStarGrillz vertical insulated. I've been trying to run this smoker without using the fireboard. These folks at LoneStarGrillz do really good work. You want to go ahead and try and hook it up with those folks because they know what the heck they're doing. This smoker is a beast, and it is a wonderful, wonderful tool. And one of the other things that I did in here was I laid down foil in the bottom of the water pan. I have only run this with water one time, and I really don't see myself, running this with water until Christmas time. I'm gonna do a brisket smoke, and so that's probably when I'll do that, when I need to have a long period of time to run this. And so what I'll do is put the water in the water pan and and then start her up and get her ready to go. Alright, so just so you can see what I've got going on here, I've got a couple of pieces of pecan wood in here. I've got my charcoal in there nice and piled up. It'll be ready for the charcoal chimney. It's a smaller charcoal chimney, so I just usually dump it right there in the front. I've got my intake fully open, and I have my exhaust cracked there. And so yeah, I think you can see that I've got my charcoal is going really good there. So let's go ahead and get it put in there. I'm gonna take a video of this. Try not to burn myself here. So we've got this in here. It's a little windy, but that's okay. So let me throw that piece of on there. It's ready to go. I've got that closed up, and now the fun starts. So we'll start watching this temperature gauge to see how long it takes. It usually takes a couple of hours to get going. Right now it is, you see what time it is, it's a little past 7:12 my time central. So it'll be ready to put on about 8 or 9, and then what I'll do is I'll just let her go. You can already start seeing, I can already smell pecan smoke coming out of there already. So yeah, so a couple of the things that I've gotten here that are tools for me. I've actually had one of these for a little while now. First thing I got was, when you get a fireboard like the one that I have, it comes, when you get it from LoneStarGrillz, it comes with a bunch of different probes. And so what you want to do is you want to store those probes properly. So what I did was I picked up these handy little probe keepers. They're silicone, and as you can see, I've got my temperature probe in there, and I've got a meat probe there, and I've got a ton of these other probes and stuff as a package. And the cool thing I like about it is, for the temperature probes, there's a little space under there. You can keep the clipping in there, so I use that. Second thing you need is a good meat thermometer. And this, I've had this Thermopop for years, and it's a wonderful thermometer. Does really well. You can turn it on, and you can actually flip the output here. You can change it from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So you can see in the Celsius, Fahrenheit. And then the other thing you can do is you can change the orientation of it, and it also backlit as well for the nighttime. So this is a handy little thing. It's an instant read by the folks at ThermalWorks. You need a good pair of grill gloves for handling stuff. So I've got those, and the last thing I'll show you in just a minute. So the last thing that I have, and I've got it stuck to my dry erase board, my magnetic dry erase board, is this handy little, I've got my fireboard here, but I've got this handy little magnetic backing that the fireboard goes into. So what you can do is you can just stick this right on the side of your pit. Your fireboard, if you got a long enough cable, you can just stick that right there and let it charge. I hadn't been letting mine charge, so I'm a bad boy. So when the temperature in my pit gets up, when the temp in my pit gets to where I want it, I'll put this out there, and then I can go ahead and monitor my pit temps. All right, so it is time to put the roast and the sausage on the smoker. It is, you see what time it is? It's a little after 9, a little before 9, almost 9 o'clock. You see the temperature there. So now we're going to get the sausage and the roast and put it out there on the smoker. All right, so now it's time to put all this good stuff here on the smoker. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock. Ready to go. Now, let's get it. So let me change my exhaust here a little bit there. Check my temp, 260, holding steady. If we look at our, so it's got 250. All right, so real quick, just to kind of show you, there's our roast there, and our 2 sausages. We're gonna shut that up. Let that get back up to temp. Doesn't take long. You'll see that the temp is going down for now, but it doesn't take long for it to recover because this beast is a smoking machine. So you see the temp started going right on back up there, and it was at 250. So I'll watch the temps go up here. You can tell they're just climbing right back up. So yeah. Okay, so after about an hour and a half, time right now, it's about 10:45. And so after about an hour and a half of having those sausages on, it's time to pull the sausages off. See what the sausages look like now. There's the sausages. So I'm gonna pull those. They're ready to be off. Nice and split. What'll happen is they'll shrivel up. And there's the roast. Looking really good. Shut this. Carve this up. All that juice coming out of there. Not a lot of juice, but we'll go ahead and carve this up. This smells wonderful, actually. Nice sausages here. I've pulled the sausages off of the smoker, and now it's 11 o'clock at night. So the roast has been in there for a couple of hours already. It's a 5-pound roast. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off of the smoker, and I'm going to go ahead and put it into a pan with some beef broth. Now I've got the unsalted beef broth because I already put plenty of seasoning on the actual roast. So we're going to put the roast in this pan, and we're going to cover it with some aluminum foil. So let's go and get the roast off of the smoker right now. All right, this is a huge clot of meat right here. And if you look at it, it does not appear, well, it's got its parts here where it's making its own juices. And so what we're going to do real quick is we're going to go ahead and take the temperature of this roast real quick just to see where we're kind of at. I'm going to go into the thickest part of the meat right here. So we're at 145. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add some of this beef broth here. Shake it up real good. Do this one-handed. And again, this is unsalted beef broth. Now I can't put too much of this in there because the roast is going to make its own broth, and so it's going to make its own au jus. So I think that's probably enough liquid in there. Put the lid back on here. And then what I'll do, stuck my finger there. What I'll do is I'll take the roast and just kind of lift it up so that the broth gets underneath there. Now we're going to go ahead and cover this and kick the heat up some and let her go. That's how I kind of do it. Now, only because it's Sunday evening, we have church in the morning, and I'm trying to kind of power through this. So it's going to be very early in the morning when this gets done. So let's go ahead, move our broth out of the way. And what's going to happen is this roast, I'm going to kick that heat up, and so I'm going to open up my exhaust and let the heat climb in there. And basically this roast is going to baste in its own juices, and it's just going to get nice and tender. So let's go put this back onto the smoker. All right, we're going to go ahead and get this bad boy back onto the smoker. And you'll see with our temps here right there, right around 240. So we're going to climb that up there. So let's go ahead and get this into our smoker. Let's pull our temp probe back just a little bit. It's right in the middle there. Close that up. Now we're going to kick up the heat. Open this up to halfway and let her rip. If you look in there, you can kind of see some of the charcoal in there. So, yep. So we're going to see this temp start to rise eventually, and it'll get up to like the 275s and so on. Yeah, it's very early in the morning. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. So let's go check on this roast, shall we? It's been out there for a couple more hours, so let's see how it's doing. It's a bigger roast, so I think it's going to take a little longer to cook. See the temp? I kicked up the temp. You know what? Let's get my glove. Now we're ready. Now we're ready. Pull this out. Let's see how tender this roast is real quick. See how much juice is. Whoa! Lots of juice in there. See how tender. Whoa! I don't want to tip that. Still a really tough piece of meat there. Yeah. I'm gonna have to take some of the au jus out of there though. That's an overflow. Still's gotta keep going. The dedication I go through for my family, I tell you. Let's just see what time it is. Let's just see what time it is, actually. What time it is? It's daylight savings time. Daylight savings time. So I love my family that much. I'm up early in the morning. And I think the roast is done. Let's go check it out, shall we? We're gonna pull it off and check it out. All right, let's do some looking. See what was cooking here. This is the roast. Let's see how done this is. Oh yeah. See how done that is. Nice and done. Look at that. That's gonna be really good. Check this out. That's how you know the roast is done there, because it just pulls apart and twists real easily. Put all this au jus. That's gonna go really well with this roast. Makes it really yummy. I'll take this piece here and Juicy. Nice and juicy. Ooh. Man, that is the bomb diggity. That's pretty good. So this roast is pulled. It's done. It's really good. So I'll do is I'm gonna get this all, pulled up, get it all split up and everything, get it cooled down and get it in the fridge. I'm going to bed. Man, LoneStarGrillz, you guys put out an awesome product. And that smoker made this so easy. I just put it in there, set the temperature, and let her go.